guys doing? Wanted to give you a little update. So today, I believe, was day 22 of the treatment in Mexico. So it was supposed to be day 23, but since we missed one when River got sick, we're at 22 now. They say that we're going to be able to do an extra treatment probably in one day to do the full 28-day protocol. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's been going really well over the last 2-3 days. River has been back to normal, breathing really relaxed like this. Oh, my love. Yeah. So it's been easier. And yeah, we met a lot of beautiful people, lots of other kids with brain injuries, very different from River, and it's very special to see like the differences because some are from drowning as well, some are just from birth and stuff, and it's crazy to see that some of them do better than River in some areas where they can move their heads more easily and stuff, or they don't have a trach or a G-tube like River does. Um, but they can't stand like River. Um, so it's very different, So we're exchanging information and just making friends, but it's beautiful to see all these families trying to do, their best to get the therapy for their kids, and everyone is encouraging each other. So that's really nice. And yeah, thank you to all of you guys also in the comments, encouraging us and fighting for River when some people don't behave in the comments. Yeah, we appreciate it so much. Yeah, it's wow, quite a journey, but we're happy to be in Mexico. Um, it's it's a little bit tough to be away from yeah away from home for a month, and at the same time, it's kind of like a new discovery, where you get to try a new cafe or meet new people. And I must say, like, the people in Mexico are so loving, guys. I've never seen so much love towards River. Like, pure strangers will come and take your hand now, sweetie, or put their hand like on your forehead and just pray for you and just like recognize you. And I feel there's a lot of believers out here, and it's like when people see a handicapped child, they pour their heart out for that child, and it's so beautiful to see. Not that people where we live don't do it, they do it, but here it's like at a different level, and you could see that it's really part of the culture, and they see you guys as angels, sweetie? And so it warms my heart to see that, yeah, I wanted to answer some of the questions that I saw in some of the messages you guys sent us there. Let's look, sweetie. So, oh yeah, some people were asking, how old is River now? Well, River's 8. Yeah, it goes by fast. He's gonna turn 9 in September. You're so big now, sweetie? Even just being here, you gained some weight, and apparently you grew a little bit because they measure River at the treatment facility every week. So yeah, you're taller now, my love. So, and oh yeah, some people were asking what was River like before his accident. Yeah, so his accident happened, as you guys know, um, when River was 14 months old, and River was growing normally, completely normally. He was, crawling all around the house. He had just started to stand, and he was very, very healthy, and he was the type of baby who never cried, or, I mean, it was very rare. He would always laugh, and we'd run after each other in the house and play a lot of music and stuff, and yeah, he was He's growing very well, you know. Okay, so another question that people ask us is, what is the biggest change from a therapy you've seen so far? So we've done so many therapies with her, and I know that you guys have been following. Like, I think in the beginning, what made the first changes was really chiropractic, because that's when I was able to have her start standing and stuff. So it was a combination of chiropractic adjustments and also the exercises that Dr. Bergman gave me for River, like the bicycles for his legs, for his arms and stuff, and a lot of movement just to re-stimulate the nerves. That was the key. He's a functional neurologist as well, and he gave us a lot of advice. And every time I would go to chiropractic, um, it would be amazing. Like, let's say River had a bad morning with lots of secretions and not the best breathing and stuff. After a treatment, River would be good the whole day. So that made a big difference in the beginning. And it also calmed me down, because just to know that, okay, his spine was okay, because when you're not moving a lot, there can be tension in the body and stuff. So that was really good for us. And he treated so many brain injured kids, and he gave us a lot of hope. And like, he literally, thousands of people from all over the world go to see him um, in California, Dr. Bergman. So that was really helpful in the beginning to just get River to a better state. And another therapy that made a big difference was laser therapy. That was pretty incredible in the beginning, because River would always get sick, like, because he was very vulnerable with the trach, and just, having had the injury. So he would get sick every few weeks or every month and stuff, and have to go back to the hospital and stuff with me. So when we started laser therapy, that stopped. And I was like, wow, is this for real? Like, we would go to laser therapy once or twice a week. And that was at the beginning, like in September 2018. And after the first treatment, it took River 6 months to get sick. And then it became like a year. So River got really resilient. So that made a big difference there. In terms of movement, of course, physical therapy played a big role, because in the beginning, River would get more physical therapy treatments, and I learned so much, and I started to do my own moves with River too. And they say, because they work with so many brain injured kids every day, and they say that the more movement, the better. So you do some exercises, then you rest, then you do some more movement, then you rest. Because what they explained to me is that a regular child will keep moving all the time. They'll run around the house and stuff, and that's what helps with the circulation in the body, and the growing and all of that. So physical therapy, of course. And what else? Oh, this incredible therapy that we did 2 years ago now in Texas with Dr. Crawford. He's a neurologist, also an incredible practitioner, with a big team of physical therapists, chiropractors, doctors, nurses, all the, I mean, like the whole team was so incredible. Lots of experts working there, brain doctors, etc. And it was an intensive therapy that took place in Austin, Texas. And it was 5 days of intensive therapy, like 3 to 4 hours a day. And they had different machines they were using too, with vestibular stimulation, um, vagus nerve stimulation, laser stim as well, and movement. It was like a combination of things. And sometimes there'd be like 3 different practitioners around River, and they were monitoring him at the same time. So that was like so amazing to see all these people, coming together for that therapy. And on like the second day of therapy, something really special happened. So River, as you guys know, like holding his head in the beginning was really, really hard for him. Like right now, it's much easier for him, but during that therapy, River lifted his head like so strong and so fast, in that, and he kept doing it every day, and it was really like he would hold it even like this, like so strong, and that lasted for maybe 5 to 6 months after that therapy, and then it dissipated a little bit, you know. So River would still hold his head better than before, but he wouldn't do that big movement that he did. And I spoke to Dr. Crawford, and he said that, you know, sometimes you just need to re-stimulate it every 6 months, every year, the first times, and then the nerves learn the behavior, and then it can stick for longer. And we spoke to many other parents with brain injured kids who had gone there, and they confirmed that too. So that's a therapy that made a huge difference. And for the therapy that we are on now with that big machine in Mexico, I spoke to a lot of other parents who came to the therapy center many times. Like they would come every year, and some have said that you know, they've seen little changes in the beginning, but then when they came the second time, it was even bigger changes and stuff. Some One of the kids doesn't have a trach anymore, was able to use his mouth better, to eat and do things. Another lady who's actually from Montreal, the kid started to be able to turn his head. Uh, Different things were happening for every kid. It's very different. So, you know, we have no expectations, but at the same time, we're super hopeful that, you know, River would be able to do new things, you know, because we're happy in the present. You know, I do so many fun things with River, and we love our day to day, but at the same time, as you guys know, we're praying and hoping for River to be able to do new things, you know, try um, new movements and stuff like that. And so it's wonderful to be able to see other kids who are changing even in the midst of their treatment. So let's see, guys, let's pray together that more of that good stuff happens. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys today. And thank you so much for being in the adventure with me and River. You guys are the best. We love you so much. You're like River's warriors. So wish you guys a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, kisses for our friends. Mwah! Bye, guys.